Pony, and welcome to the Pony Talk Summer's End podcast. As always, I am your host, Dashi101, and today, guys, I am joined by the one and only Chris. Say hello to every pony.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Alrighty, so, yes, welcome back to another Summer's End, Pony Talk podcast, guys. This is our second one, for the season, and, yeah, the next big one will be the season finale when that comes up, but since this is the Summer's End, for, well, most of us, I know that some of you have comments about in other videos saying that you already started school and other things like, oh, I started 2 weeks and stuff like that. But for the majority of us, during the U.S. holiday Labor Day, for most people that watch this, I know some of you live in other parts. But yeah, most of us start school then, and that would be September 4th. So it's gonna be pretty crazy. This is gonna be my last year. Whew. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I still cannot believe that it's gonna be my senior year. Yeah. So the craziness starts back up again, and guys, we only have a few more episodes till this season is over, and we move on to season 9. Yeah, that's
which is sadly the last one.
Yes. Most of you know, or some of you that may not know. I actually have ran into a few that don't know. But MLP after season 9 will be coming to close. Friendship is Magic will officially come to a close after season 9. As well as BronyCon, and if you haven't seen our, I think it was a podcast after the last one we recorded, we talked a little bit about BronyCon and their final year. So make sure you guys go check out that podcast as well. And it should be on the outro as well. But how you doing, Chris? How have you been?
I'm doing okay.
Nah. Just chillaxing and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically what's been going on here. Yeah. It's been pretty fast, but also it's been smooth, which is good. Yeah, I'm already packed for everything and ready for this upcoming year, and pretty soon we're gonna have Halloween/Nightmare Night hit us real soon. So all those fun holidays, guys, those are gonna be coming up. That's something to look for.
That's what I really love about the end of the year is holidays. Is the holidays.
Oh, the holidays.
Especially. Huh? What?
I was saying the holidays are the best part of just the whole entire year. But go on.
My favorite is good. My favorite is Christmas.
Oh, ooh, Christmas is my favorite holiday too. But at the same time, I gotta say Halloween because I love cosplaying as different characters and all that. I got a few costumes in mind for this year. Yeah. So. Guys, we can actually start talking about that. Leave it down in the comments below if you're excited for the upcoming holidays, and if you already have started school or you are going to be starting school, leave that down below too. We want to know. Yeah, so guys, let's kick off the Pony Talk Summer's End podcast, because we have quite a interesting episode, I gotta say, with this time.
Oh yeah, this one was it just made me feel my heart melting already.
It did.
Well, you know, it was definitely the most enjoyable one. This is the one I'll never forget about that one.
I gotta say, yeah, it was actually a pretty decent one. Guys, we have the road, or it's just called Road to Friendship.
It's on the road to friendship.
For some reason it says that it's road to friendship. Okay, on the road to friendship. Let's get that correction right there.
Right?
Yeah. So thank you for that. This is episode 19, guys. Of season 8. The overall episode would be 188. Whew. Wow, we're getting close to 200 episodes.
Yeah. Which I'm assuming it's going to be in season 9, though.
Yeah, so, yeah, that would be another, theory. I wonder if we're going to, have another, episode like we did for episode 100.
Like another Background Ponies episode, or something else?
Oh, yeah. I hope another Background Pony episode. The other one my heart fluttered when that episode came out. It was just amazing.
Yeah, my mind just my head exploded this one.
Yeah, it was a really good episode. But let's start talking about On the Road to Friendship, guys. Like I said before, this was a very, very interesting episode. Yeah, I think this definitely had to be my favorite with Starlight and Trixie. But let's begin, guys. So, episode begins at Ponyville, where Trixie is putting on one of her performances, one of her amazing performances. This time being very decent, and Starlight being her great and powerful assistant. Yes, this time they perform the pony locked in a chest kind of magic trick, and it turns out very good. Everyone in Ponyville is very surprised how far Trixie has come, and we also get another pony that we see. Let's see, Saddle Abrian. That's
Saddle Arabia. Arabia, it's good. That's pronounced. That's how it's pronounced. Okay. Arabia.
Yeah, and that's not the pony. I'm sorry, guys. Hoofar. Hoofar, I guess that's his name. Yeah, that's the pony that approaches Trixie, which he is this mighty great stallion, I should say so myself. And he is very impressed with Trixie's performance. And I think this is where he said that he would love her to travel around Saddle Arabia to basically show off her performances to others. Which, of course, Trixie is very stoked by this. And, yeah, but at the same time, she's very unsure for traveling this far of a distance. And then I think he starts mentioning something about her ride, I guess you could say, or whatever they call it. Do you remember what they call it, Chris?
What?
Trixie's little traveling trailer, I guess you could say. I guess that's what.
It's called. It's either a wagon or a caravan, whatever it's called.
Caravan. That's what I was looking for.
That's what it's actually called.
Yeah.
I just call it wagon.
Yeah, that's the easiest. But the caravan, this comes into a lot during the episode because the stallion kind of wants to make a trade off with her cute little caravan and his mighty caravan, which holds a lot more ponies than what Trixie's does. Trixie doesn't take the offer, though, because it's been, with her for a long time. And she really doesn't want to let go of that. And it gets her around, and it's, easier for her to travel. She doesn't really want to carry that huge caravan all over, which I agree too. So she says she passes on the offer, and then he's like, okay, then I hope to see you again doing another magic trick. And he's like, you will. And then this is where Trixie starts to think about it for a bit, And she's like, I don't know. Like, it's a good offer, but it's far. Maybe I could see if Starlight could get onto it, which she does. She goes over to Twilight School of Friendship in the counseling office, because Starlight is the counselor at the School of Friendship, and ask her, hey, I was told by the Stallion that he wants me to travel to Sailor Arabian, and, well, do you want to come along? And Starlight is like, really? You want me to travel with you? Like, wouldn't it get a little cramped in your little caravan? And she's like, oh, we'll make it work, Starlight. Just this is gonna be fun, and you're going to enjoy it. She's like, well, if you insist, but I gotta find another backup for a counselor at the school. They can't just leave all these ponies. As we see a huge lineup of ponies waiting to be counseled, which we don't find out who counsels and holds that position for Starlight during Trixie and Starlight's little adventure out there. But this is where they begin their road trip. They make sure that they got all the necessary needs. Trixie is cleaning up the caravan, kind of making it nice because she is having another pony with her. And she wants to make it look nice. Little does Trixie know, Starlight also brings luggage with her, as we see. And Trixie's like, I don't know if I'm be able to fit that. And for some reason, Starlight brings a raft, which is a little bit silly. Then throughout the episode, we find out that raft does come out handy, which was a kind of a cute little scene. Yeah, that was funny. And another thing about this, I know a lot of these episodes, I've seen a lot of faces that these ponies made, and I've seen the memes online. I just want to mention that. But that one of Trixie, I think it was, cramped when they were sleeping in the caravan, and Starlight pushes the boxes, and we see that Trixie's like, do you mind, Starlight? That, I laughed so hard at that.
Yeah, that part, yeah, I couldn't stop laughing at that scene, at this part.
It was pretty funny. This episode, that's another thing I think that saves it, guys, is because it actually had quite a few funny moments in it. And that's just what I love about the episodes. Even if they can't make it, good, if they make it funny and actually somewhat entertaining, there are people, sorry about that, yeah, then it's all good. So, no, I keep getting these people to, notify me, but then going on with, the caravan and all that, Trixie wanted to, well, kind of make more room for Starlight's luggage, and then Starlight's like, I'll minus the raft, which later we find out she doesn't minus the raft. Good thing, though. Very good thing. So then I think this is where they start beginning their trip, and then Starlight has a map of these certain hotels to where they're going to be going. And Trixie's like, that's really good, Starlight, because I don't know if this caravan idea of us being in there for a night is going to work out. And then Starlight pulls out that map, and we see all that. Now, we begin a very interesting part. Guys, we finally get another song in this episode.
Yeah, but this time it's Starlight and Trixie.
Exactly. Yes.
We haven't even got a Trixie song. We haven't never got a song from Trixie.
I know.
Despite her Equestria Girls counterpart, she did a song.
Yes, and that can semi-count, but she hasn't done it in Friendship is Magic, is basically what we're trying to say, guys. And so now we get a sing-along of both these girls together on the road trip, singing like On the Road to Friendship, which I believe was the name of the song. Yeah, so claims the title of this episode, and then the song, I gotta say, guys, was really good. The funny part here, we got another funny part. I love how, when they were going down, they're like, this is a really fun trip, and Starlight makes the funny comment, and she kind of karma again with this. She's like, yeah, it's great because Twilight isn't with us singing. And what do? They go off singing, and I'm like, you just said that, and now you're singing. So I was kind of confused, but it was funny, guys. It was a funny part. I did enjoy that. So yeah. But now we go into certain locations throughout while they're singing. They're called these certain places, the Ghastly Gorge, I think it's called, the Flame Geyser Swamp, yeah, and I was actually wrong on the song, guys. It is called Where Friendship Bound, so that makes sense, but they do mention On the Road to Friendship. But now here comes where things start to get interesting. They go to, well, the hotel that supposedly they thought they could get in. Turns out they've been waiting there for a long time, and right at the last second, what happens? They get shut down, saying, oh, our hotel spot's full, you're gonna have to go to another one. They're like, that shouldn't be bad. They check all the other locations, of course they're closed. So now, this starts to spark some controversy between Starlight and Trixie, guys. Now, they are starting to fight and starting to get really mean at each other, and Starlight kind of regrets her decisions going along with Trixie during this trip. So they're now in the caravan sleeping, and then that's where that funny moment, like I mentioned, Trixie's face getting squashed by Trixie pushing the boxes, or not Trixie, Starlight pushing the boxes, and we get that really mean, crazy face there. So yeah, now this time Trixie mentions, hey, like, this isn't gonna work, and Starlight's like, yeah, you think? So now the two friends are kind of wondering what to do. And then we have that stallion, as we see, and he suggests, hey, like, you know, you guys had a caravan like me, and we did the trade out, none of this would have been, you know, going on. And then Trixie, of course, denies it, says, no, we're fine. And then this is where even more of the fighting begins. Starlight now goes outside, I believe, sleeps, and then we see Trixie wake up like, oh, beautiful morning, and then Starlight looking her absolute worst. So yeah, and are like, oh, did you already eat all the hay cakes? Oh, yes, I did. Did you drink that? Yep, did. So now these two are fighting, which is not good, guys, because they're supposed to put on a performance for this wonderful stallion. So now it's performance time, and not good, guys. It was a very skeptical performance. We saw, like, Starlight say, oh, where did she go? The one that eats all the hay cakes and stuff. She certainly couldn't be in this box. And then they kind of, like, you know, go on saying negative comments throughout the whole entire play. And it just ruins it. It ruins the vibe for all the ponies in the other town. And then we get that one stallion saying this performance was better in Ponyville, which he's kind of right. It really was better in Ponyville. So now they're back at the caravan, and this is where they're like, oh, if you were all good, none of this would have happened. We would have put on a beautiful performance, Starlight. How could you? And then Starlight's like, well, fine, you want to do that to me and stuff like that, well then, have it your way. And then she goes in the caravan, and then Trixie kinda is like, well, I'm sleeping outside. And so it's like, good. So Trixie goes outside in the bushes, out of anything. Why the bushes? That didn't really make sense to me, but okay. Next morning, Trixie comes out of the bushes, and Starlight is now wearing this fancy robe, and has the caravan, the big caravan that stallion said, hey, I'll trade. What does Starlight do as we hear? Well, she trades Trixie's caravan for his. She explains, oh, it's a lot bigger, it's a lot nicer. Trixie, of course, takes immediate offense to that, saying, hey, who told you and who gave you the authorities to sell off my caravan like that? And then so it's like, oh, no, Pony, I did it all myself. So this ends up splitting both of them. Trixie goes on her own ways, and Starlight takes the caravan in her own hooves, and then they're like, oh, this road trip should have never happened. This is awful. So they both go their distance, and then we see and go back to Trixie, and she stumbles across that stallion in her caravan, and pops out saying, oh, what are you doing here? Do you like your caravan? And he's like, I want my caravan back. And he's like, I would, but I don't see mine. So, of course, this creates another problem. Starlight is going on her own trails, mad at Trixie. Yeah, so this is not good. This is not good, guys. And then Starlight, while she's going through all this, we discover these male ponies, which we actually saw in the beginning having badge time and all that. And now they figured out a way to make a boat float, saying, hey, guys, we were inspired by you and your friends' song that we wanted to make our own and get through this, even if we don't like each other sometimes. And that sparks a very kind of sort of friendship lesson for Starlight. So Starlight rushes back with Trixie trying to get the stallion to compromise with getting the caravan back. And then, of course, Starlight comes back with his caravan. What's going on? What are you doing here, Trixie? Like, and Jane's like, oh, what do you want? And she's like, I'm here to apologize for everything that happened, you know. We could have had a good time. Instead, we ended up fighting and all that. I just sorry. And Trixie's kind of like, and then she's like, okay, we're back. We got your caravan. Can you give mine back? And he's like, not unless you guys do your friendship song and all that. And then they put on this very awkward, interesting, kind of friendship dance and all that. I had no words for that, guys. Personally, yeah. I don't know where that came from or what that was, but it was something. It was something, ladies and gentlemen. And so they put it on. They put this performance on for the stallion. He's very confused too, as well as most of the audience, us as the audience, guys. And he's like, well, you know, as the song was terrible and very bad, you seem like you made up. So yeah, you can have your caravan back. I'll take back mine. And yeah. And another thing, I don't think you guys should perform really anymore for a town. I think you should just give it a rest. And they're like, good idea. So they head back to Ponyville, and then they actually officially apologize, saying, hey, like, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm sorry, if this didn't happen, if this was different, it would have been all better. And then the two friends officially make up, and yeah, I think that's where the episode kind of stops. Oh, no, it actually stops when Trixie unloads her luggage and then realizes that Pony that they had locked up in the box when they were doing their performance kind of ruined it. He was still in there locked up, and he's like, oh, are we still going on? And they kind of give each other a weird stare, and then that's where the episode ends. Whew! Alright, well, again, guys, I thought it was a pretty good episode. I think it definitely was cheerful. I definitely think it brought a mood. Wasn't the best episode, but it was still likable. I give it a thumbs up. Chris, what do you have to say? I know we heard a little bit of your input, but let's see what else you have to say about it.
I mean, it was definitely the most. It was the most good. It was like one of the episodes I really enjoy the most. It's really enjoyable. I like how. I mean, the only thing I like about this episode was their song is just really good.
I thought the song was actually pretty decent too, guys. And I think that's what else made the episode. It just was likable. I mean, how could you go wrong with that? It kind of felt the mood. Made the mood a little bit better, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking and seeing what. Oh, I'll have to read that in a sec. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, not too much else to say about this episode. It was likable, so yay, that's good. Yeah, I liked it. It was great to see another Starlight and Trixie episode. I hope to see more in the future. Yeah, so this close off, Road to Friendship. Or of, Road to Friendship. Or what was it again? Of Road to Friendship?
On the Road to Friendship.
On the Road to Friendship, okay. Not of, on. It's confusing. It's confusing me right here. So guys, let me know what you guys think. Your ideas and your thoughts on the episode is what makes the podcast. We want to hear from you guys, what you thought of this episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What would you change? Or, well, what parts do you think were the most hilarious? Do you have the same opinion as us? I don't know, but that's for you guys to decide. And, well, this closes off the Pony Talk Summer's End podcast. I hope you all had a really good summer. And, yeah, the next video that I make will be the September update, so be prepared for that. And, we will return back to the Pony Talk podcast. Even though summer's ended, guys, Pony Talk is still going nice and strong until, of course, episode 25 and 26 hit, which is the finale. Next episode, we will see you in the Washouts. That will be episode 20, guys. We have hit the 20th episode of this season. Yeah, it should be good. It should be a very interesting episode. I cannot wait to review that. Again, I will have Chris's channel down in the description, so you guys go give him some support. And, yeah. So, this closes off the podcast, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share, favorite, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell to keep updated with the channel and future podcasts and videos, well, in the future. So, until then, we will see you in the next Pony Talk podcast, guys. And this is, well, the Pony Talk podcast going out for the summer, guys. Peace out. Bye, every pony.